Tony Wright said he's undefeated yet underestimated, and that's the story of his life. I certainly think that Rob Drake might have underestimated him based on the words that he had for Tony Wright before this match.
And it's always unwise to underestimate anybody, but haven't forgotten that awesome tables match he had with Kingsley. But what I was going to say is, let's again consider the facts. He is the Atomic Champion. He got there for a reason. He was the UBW Airborne Champion. Again, you don't get there for no reason. This man is holding titles all over the UK. And again, going back to that fact that we've made oh so clear across this evening, who was he trained by? None other than Sam Bailey.
Very interesting. Lots of people you might not even know have been trained by Sam Bailey.
That's the power of the genius that he is.
Prolific. That speaks to the skills that Tony Wright brings to the ring. But I mean, I hate to bring this up, but I think I have to. Tony suffered a serious ankle injury during the match in that triple threat where he won the championship. He broke his ankle.
That's right.
So he's back in the ring. He seems okay, but he can't possibly be 100%.
He's been cleared by a doctor. Okay, now doctors do differ. That's why people get second opinions on things. As we know, he's been cleared to wrestle. However, how good he feels in and of itself, and we just saw a little tweak there. Will he be okay? And also, let's just be clear on the facts as well. Rob Drake is not a stupid man. I certainly wouldn't call him stupid, at least not to his face. But he's not an unintelligent man. He's bright. He's going to be oh so aware of that ankle injury. And not only that as well, like, let's just consider this too. Rob Drake's not dumb muscle, okay? Who's his brother and where was he trained? The lineage here.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned that because Tony Wright has gone on the record and said, giving me Rob instead of James is like asking for it's like getting Pepsi when you ask for Coke, like, I'll make do.
Ooh.
I mean, that's,
well,
it's got a sting for Rob. Whether you respect Tony or, you know, appreciate his opinion or not, hearing that from him is gonna sting.
JD's been doing well for himself. I love the GYV. They've been seen all over the place. They've even been in Deadlock Pro, but, you know, promoters in the UK have been having to settle for Pepsi, you know what I mean? So that will sting. But again, you know, I think that's something that's going to drive that impetus even further. He's not his brother. He's going to be in his brother's shadow. It's the classic Bret Owen thing. I think he is determined and burning to step out of his brother's shadow. Straight over the ropes. Oh my God.
Tony Wright takes out Rob Drake, nearly takes out the whole crew at the same time.
Media team nearly got clattered there, and Rob Drake is furious. He was not ready for this.
He's been thrown off his game. Perhaps he underestimated Tony Wright.
Our social media admin, Katie there, she almost got a 3D experience. You're okay. Walk it off, girl. Walk it off. You'll be okay.
Tony's giving chase to Rob Drake now, following him outside the ring. Oh, my God, huge clothesline from Rob Drake, taking Tony Wright down on the floor and stomping a hole in him.
And there's no padding here. You've got to remember the Athletic Commission in Merseyside does not mandate any padding on the outside.
And this is a working brewery here at the Azvex. It's a concrete floor.
Exactly, it's got to be concrete for drainage. It is not pretty. People say, oh, these guys know how to fall. You can't learn how to fall on concrete.
Certainly not, as Rob Drake is dominating Tony Wright now outside of the ring, whips him into the steel ring post.
Rob Drake asking who's the man. I don't think this Azvex Brewing crowd think that it's him, but at the minute, he is the man on top.
Tony Wright, though, he's fighting back.
That is that fighting spirit that has lived with him every day, even since he was young. You know, the battle scars, not just from wrestling, but in and out of that ring, just show how tough, how determined Tony Wright is, if you were to put a picture of an underdog, oh my God, just whipped him. It's his neck and his back as well.
His head just was cracked on that concrete floor.
And it's not soft. Oh my God. Oh, the pallets. Oh God.
Slammed him on the stage that we've got here. Tony Wright is in so much pain. The referee's got to have his say now. He's got to get this action back inside the ring. And he's checking on Tony Wright, who could be hurt.
Tony Wright looks like he's in agony, but if there's one thing I know about that boy, he's not going to give up like this. He's not going to let it end like this. And I think Rob Drake, arrogant man that he is, I think he'll settle for a count-out victory. But he's got to remember, titles don't change hands like that.
Yeah, you're right. If he wants to win that title, he's got to get Tony back inside the ring.
He might get the winners first, but he won't get what he really wants. He needs Tony in that ring for the decision.
Rob's just too busy gloating.
Oh, blowing them kisses, waving to the fans. I've got to say, I think we know who he's learned that one from. Smacking his bottom as well.
The fans have urged Tony back inside the ring, but he's met instantly with Rob Drake.
And a huge crunching suplex, nothing soft
Shoulders
about that.
down. Oh, Tony Wright's still in this, but the amount of damage he's sustained. Not sure how he can bounce back from this.
Oh, look at Tony, he's out. He's like lifeless right now. Oh my God.
Dead weight, shoulders down, but
kicking out just out of pure instinct there.
Still got it in him. Keep fighting for his championship.
And I think, you know, we're getting to a point where this is not in the interest of competition. This is just bullying right now, which I think feeds perfectly into the game plan, the manifesto of Rob Drake.
Elbow drop. Textbook, simple but effective. Shoulders down. Rob Drake as well digging his forearm into the face of Tony Wright on that cover, just making it that much harder for Tony Wright to kick out.
The adoration. Not a crowd of workers and friends, as that Sheffield idiot tried to suggest.
Oh, massive chop from Rob Drake.
They're firmly behind Tony Wright, not just the leading man, but their man. Oh God!
Big tumble from Tony Wright on the...
Hang on, did you see how how his ankle collided there with the top? I don't know if I like that one.
Shoulders are down, leg is hooked. Tony Wright's still in this, but how hurt is he? Rob Drake's smiling.
Oh, he's admiring his handiwork for sure.
Gets Tony up. Oh, Tony reversal goes behind. Going for a sleeper hold, perhaps. Rob Drake backs up into the corner.
It's the old zombie parable. You cut off the head and the body will die. Tony Wright not to be denied.
Trying to get Rob Drake down. The bigger, stronger man. Still on his feet. Oh, he catches him with the pop-up powerbomb.
Just absolutely vile, sickening, and disgusting.
Cover now for Rob Drake for the championship.
He's kicked out, but that was limp.
Yeah, you're right. Tony Wright looks like he's just out of it.
But again, Tony Wright not to give up here at this juncture, not at this moment. Still living to breathe and fight another day.
Somehow back to his feet. Gathering some momentum from the support of the crowd, but oof, there's nothing they can do about that.
What's he looking for? Those shots, and it's echoing around not just the chest. If you know anything about Tony Wright, and out of respect for the man, I don't try and talk too deeply. He's got a scar on his chest from surgery.
Yeah, and those chops are right on that scar.
So not only is it causing pain, Rob Drake's just making it personal right there. And it's not something I agree with one bit. Not much energy left in Tony Wright, but
look at Rob Drake though, he's just taunting him.
He's playing with him.
Oh, he fights back with a big slap. Gets rid of the elbow pad. Oh, look at that.
Stuff is coming back.
Rob Drake is still on his feet somehow. Oh, Tony with a chop of his own. I felt that.
How do you like them apples? Returning fire. Willing this crowd behind him. Oh, big clothesline.
Rob Drake just not letting Tony Wright get any momentum. Squashing him as soon as he gets any sort of energy or speed or offense in.
Coming off the ropes. What's he got in mind? Getting that momentum. Oh, big super kick!
Nice kick from Tony Wright. That came out of nowhere. The shoulders are down now. Oh, a kick out at one.
Just pure defiance there from the nightmarish Rob Drake. I've got to say, Tony Wright looking a little jittery there.
Can he capitalize on this opening?
Oh, looking for that pedigree, but forced well into the corner.
Rob Drake saw what was coming there. Oh my God.
Huge flapjack, and the way he released him, so explosive.
On the ropes as well. Tony's neck.
And you're looking at like major arteries there, like a bruise those, rupture them.
Oh, the Falcon Arrow. Rob Drake hooks the leg for the win for the championship. Oh, Tony Wright. He saves his title. I don't know how both of these men are still in this match.
So Tony's still fighting, but Rob Drake, though, now thinking, I see the frustration in his face. He's thinking maybe this is not the payday I thought it would be.
Absolutely. It's not been the easy ride that he thought he signed up for.
Everybody underestimates Tony Wright, but sooner or later they learn what he's all about.
Oh, he could be out now, though. It looks like he's fading.
Huge rear naked choke there, MMA style. Down one. We'll see just one more of those, and we're going to have a new champion. Oh!
No!
Not tonight!
The leading man is still in this match.
Rolls over, finds the ropes. And not a moment too soon, but again.
Can't escape the grasp of Rob Drake, but he was on the ropes. Damage is done.
But listen to Rob Drake screaming out in frustration. Come on, come on. What more does he have to do to put away Tony Wright? He must be the smaller man in this match, but he's got the biggest heart. And I mean that. I mean that with all respect.
But look at Tony, he's not giving up, he's crawling to his feet.
Oh, here
no.
we go. Yeah, let me show you
Oh,
a real
nice super
pedigree.
kick.
Tony Wright slipped out the back door on that one. The famouser.
Calls that the claim to fame. Is that won him the match as he retained his title? Oh.
Very close. Very close indeed.
Tony can't believe it, and I don't think anyone here can.
This crowd not giving up on Tony.
Oh, looking for it.
Return fire, giving him a socket of his own.
Going for the pedigree, which has ended so many other wrestlers, but Rob Drake.
Too strong, just too much.
Lining him up, here he comes. Oh!
Oh, got him! He's got him! But he's not down.
Out of nowhere from Tony Wright. Can he capitalise now? Can he hit the pedigree?
There it is!
Yes, he does.
Flat on the mat, is this it?
2, 3.
It's over!
Tony Wright retains his Atomic Pro Wrestling Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Drake thought that was going to be the end of it. But Tony Wright is proven right now, 2024, and for as long as he sees fit, it's Tony time.
What a victory for Tony Wright, but the battle's not over. He's got to face the #1 contender, Scott Oberman, at the next show on April 10th. You'll have to get your tickets soon because we always sell out if you want to see that match.